So, I commented a couple times about the Japanese names for the weapons and then didn't go into it because I wanted to wait until we had them all, and then got distracted. Oops. Anyway, the names of the various instruments are from the various items considered sacred treasures and enshrined in Shinto shrines. Most of these are in the Okami shrine, save for the 6 based on the 3 sacred treasures, or the imperial regalia of Japan. And also Snarling Beast, but we'll get to that. I mentioned that the 3 weapon types are, of course, based on the 3 sacred treasures, so let's start with the mirrors, shall we? Translated as reflectors into English, mostly to sound cooler, I think, our first was Divine Retribution, which in Japanese was the Mafutsu no Kagami. This is an alternate name for the mirror that's part of the imperial regalia, mentioned at one point in the Nihon Shoki. Its design is a very simple bronze mirror with solar flames coming off of it. Next is Snarling Beast. Its Japanese name is Shinju Kyo, which means Deity Beast Mirror, and is an ancient type of bronze mirror used in Japan and China for rituals. The design of the weapon is like that of the Dharma Chakra, a symbol of the doctrine of Buddha. After that is the Infinity Judge, or the Okitsu Kagami. This is one of the 10 treasures housed in the Okami shrine, as is the Hetsu Kagami, or Trinity Mirror. Okitsu means open sea, while Hetsu's kanji translates to something like every boundary. I don't think the translators had any idea where to take it. Last is the solar flare, or in Japanese, the Yata no Kagami. This is the name most often given to the sacred mirror, the one that is part of the regalia of Japan. On to the rosaries! Japanese name for these is Magatama, literally bent jewel, which describes their shape. The first 4 of these are jewels enshrined in the Okami shrine. First is the Tarutama, or devout beads. The kanji means foot, weirdly enough, but as a verb it means to deserve or to be sufficient. Devout beads is a pretty good translation, I guess. Next are the Ikutama. This honestly just means jewel of life, so life beads. After that we have the Chigaeshi no Tama, or exorcism beads. The kanji literally means jewel to return to the path, and I'm not sure how they got exorcism out of that. Most of the other translations are pretty close. I'm missing something, I'm sure. Then we have the Makaru Gaeshi no Tama, or the resurrection beads. Okay, I'm a little stumped on these. The kanji used to write them in the art book basically mean to return from death. But the kanji used for death is never, that I can find, read as makaru except here. This might be a euphemism, like how you don't count 4 as shi in Japanese, you count it as yon because, well, shi means death. Otherwise, I got nothing. This is why furigana exists. And finally, the tundra beads are simply the Yasakani no Magatama, which is the name for the jewel that is part of the imperial regalia. Interestingly, the kanji translate roughly to 8-foot ruby curved jewel, or some other red gem. Okay, the swords, or ken or tsurugi in Japanese. Our first is tsumugari, or in Japanese, tsumugari no tachi. Tsumugari literally translates to center everything cutter. This is one of 3 names held by the sword that Susanoo found in the tale of Orochi after he defeated it. Next is the 7 strike, or Nanatsusaya no Tachi, which means 7-branched sword. It's a sword gifted to Japan from a Korean kingdom as part of a diplomatic present, and was almost certainly never intended for combat. It is, like many of the other treasures referenced here, kept in the Okami shrine. After that is Kusanagi no Tsurugi, or Blade of Kusanagi, which is a direct translation, although a more appropriate one would probably be Kusanagi sword. No, as a particle in Japanese, is often translated as of because it's used to stick a noun onto another noun so that it acts as an adjective, i.e., the chair of the kitchen, or the kitchen chair. Kusanagi is another name given to the sword found in Orochi's tale, given by the great warrior Yamato Takeru to commemorate a battle in which this ability led to his victory. The sword is said to be able to control wind in this tale, which is why you can see a representation of wind blowing across the sword's core in the game. Then we have the 8th wonder, or Yatsuka no Tsurugi. This literally translates to 8-grip sword, hence the strange design of the hilt. But as 10-grip sword is a common description of various blades, including the one Susanoo used to defeat Orochi, this is probably like that, a description focusing on the blade's length. The designers just took advantage of linguistic ambiguity to make a cool design. Yatsuka no Tsurugi is also held in the Okami shrine. And lastly, we have the Thunder Edge, or the Ame no Murukamo no Tsurugi, literally the Sword of the Flowing Heavens. This is the third and most formal name of the sword found in Orochi's tale, which is why you get it from fighting Shin Orochi, just the way you got Tsumugari no Tachi from regular Orochi. And this is also why Nagi's sword is Tsukuyomi, because it's his original sword, blessed by the moon. The element of heaven, ten, is often associated with lightning, hence being why it is the thunder edge. Just look at Chrono back in Chrono Trigger. In the Japanese, his element isn't lightning, it's heaven, which encompasses both lightning and light, hence luminaire. And that about covers everything I wanted to say about the weapons. Now for something completely different. Hey guys, welcome back. And, yeah, we're gonna continue on with, looking at some of the stuff, but first, let's look at presents from Isun. This is stuff that basically opens up if you... We get some really lovely concept art, which I'm not gonna show everything, but, like, you get some really good looks at the various weapons. This is actually stuff in the art book, which you've already seen, because, yeah. Except they're on black. Yeah. Isun Concepts. Yeah, and then we've got concept art for the monsters, which is pretty cool. Great Tengu. Yeah, I mean, this is... Honestly, I'm not going to show off all of this, because... Ooh, that is really neat. I hadn't seen any of this before. Oh, hey. Environments. I'm not going to show off all of this. These are basically these scrolls from Darkest Night. Yeah, Isun's seal. Green Imp, Red Imp. This is the bestiary. These are the shots, basically, that we saw in the bestiary after we beat something. So that's pretty cool. Let's see. I'm just looking to see if there's anybody there we haven't really. Let's see, Evil Row, Red Ochre, Halo Guardian, Thunderdoom, Mirror, Light. These guys. I'm not sure if we've fought all the Guardians. Blue Cyclops, Tube Foxes, Blue Ogre, Oki, Ninetails, Water Dragon, Clay Soldier, Clay Samurai, Clay Drummer, Clay Flyer. True Orochi. Yeah, Great Tengu. Yeah, Dark Lord Yami. We'll deal with that. Dark Lord Yami 1, Arc of Yamato. That's pretty cool. Okay, we've got the music. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Kamiki Village Reborn. I'm not sure what the difference between green and red is, but you see we have all of these. I think that's like stereo or regular. Okay, yeah, that's everything. So if you want to keep going, other. Arc of Yamato, like Waka's Fate, Theme of the Moon Tribe, Reset, thank you version, Okami Shiranui, Rising Sun, The Continuing Journey, To Be Continued, The End. Yeah. This is such an awesome piece of music. I mean, just, yeah. God, I love this. But you can find most of this on YouTube, so I'm just gonna, you know. Movies. These are the internal company presentations. I'm gonna just show you this for a little bit. This is what Okami was originally intended to look like. As I said, hyper-realistic. Which... I like what we got better, but this is still incredibly impressive. But what we got aged so much better. So yeah. And then this, after the ideas of the ink painting and the Sumie style got moving. So again, I'm not going to show all of this off because honestly, a long scroll with explanations. Well, that's very nice. But You didn't translate any of that? Really? So yeah, those are the presents for me soon. They're pretty cool, I gotta say. But we're gonna continue with the game. As you can see, start from the beginning. This is a new game plus. You get this sparkly red thing. Yeah, 59 seconds. Basically, I just skipped all of the, I skipped all of the cutscenes. So, let's see. Tools. See that we all have now karmic transformations. This is the karmic returner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have all 9 karmic transformations, which means we, managed to get all of the, these last 3 are for getting, I believe, S rank on praise. There's no deaths. There's, I'll put in the thingies. So I'm going to show off the karmic transformers. Yes. They change Amaterasu's appearance to basically the models of the various canine warriors. Now, look at this. Look at her. She's chunky. I mean, it works on her. She looks great, but and this is, and of course this is just White Wolf, but we still have our divine instrument. Yep, great for a change of pace on long journeys. Like, literally, this is just so it looks cool when you're... Dig a hole, dig a hole, dig a hole. It's just something to look cool when you're playing through the second time. Ray. Yeah, they're neat. They're not amazing, but they're neat. Tay. We do look really cool like that, I gotta say. Yeah, there's not a lot to show off here, which is why I'm just sort of doing it. This is Shiranui, basically. If you look, we have... Can I zoom in? No, of course I can't. But if you look very carefully at her, she has the much more elaborate markings of Shiranui. And then we can play as the Amaterasu statue, which really just means that her palette's been changed to verdigris. It's something. And then this is Amaterasu as she looked in that original. That's a little jarring. Actually, that's a lot jarring, but it's kind of cool nonetheless. Okay, I'm going to use a karmic returner. And we're back to looking like us. So, before I finish, that's really everything I wanted to talk about. Like I said, the only thing we didn't get, of course, was the string of beads. Oh yeah, and you notice how I only have 15 heart pieces? That is because I have, you have to level up again. So, like, if I come up here... I still have to... Oh, no. I mean, sorry, I don't have to level up again. I have to get the 5 sun fragments again. If you look, I have everything but the high level. I have everything but the high level weapons, and I have everything except the 2 story-based relics. Because, honestly, if you had the water tablet this early, it would break the game. Same with the fire tablet. You wouldn't have to do that awful... digging minigame. So if I wanted, I could switch to 8th Wonder right now, and Resurrection Beats for my sub. And now I have the 8th Wonder on my back. Cool! Yeah, so obviously, this is going to, I don't think I'm going to find any imps for a while, but I will also show you just on your second time through, actually, even on your first time through, you can skip all of Isun's dialogue just by pressing plus. So that's actually pretty nice. So yeah, I'm just sort of going along. There was one other thing I wanted to talk about, which is Yami. I didn't get a chance to really talk about him because I was, well, that was stupid. There we go. I assume I'll have to buy double jump again. Yeah. And You obtained Holy Bone S. Yeah. Because again, double jump would break the game. Ah, yes, because Isun did it for us. Alright. Yeah. I'm just gonna keep doing this. So, Yami. His Japanese name is Tokoyami no Sumeragi. And interestingly enough, Tokoyami is written at, well, not Tokoyami. It's the kanji aren't that interesting, really. We can just skip this again. So now we have rejuvenation ourselves. Anyway, so Tokoyami is the kanji aren't interesting, but the no is written in katakana, which is probably to underscore that Yami is alien, because after all, katakana are usually used to write foreign words, loan words. So, Tokoyami no Sumeragi translates to Emperor of Everlasting Darkness. Yami isn't a name, it's a shortening of his title. He doesn't have a name. Because he's not really he's a sort of a personification of a concept, but not really a personification. He's alien. He's like Gygus. In fact, there might be some similarities to Gygus. Intentional, I mean. That was interesting. So, yeah, Yami is based off of the leader of the Hakkayagyo, which I talked about before, the night parade. He is I mean, the whole thing is it's alien. There's a thing in its, actually, speaking of, I bet we can do this. Its bestiary entry is actually very interesting. Logbook, journal, cut down the peach. Really? Okay. Bestiary. Yami! This horrifying entity has also been called Empty Death. It seeks complete destruction. For eons it has been locked in a struggle with the sun god. This fight has been described thusly. Yami's destruction was countered by the sun god's rejuvenation. Round, cold, and desolate as the moon, Yami has never been depicted as a human or animal in any drawing. It is simply too inorganic in appearance to warrant such portrayals. Yami took on a ring form when attacked, rendering blows useless. The beast was bathed in moonlight, the light acting as a blade, which tells you to use crescent when you get it, and Nagi will, slice the shit out of it. In most legends, gods are portrayed as good or evil, as representations of specific animals. This is not in the case of the dreaded Yami. Yami belched fire and ice, but the god deflected the onslaught. The beast attacked violently with speed and unpredictability. Only by slowing the flow of time could the sun god defend itself. Its inorganic nature resembles machinery, leading one gadgetry expert to speculate that it is likely the source of all machines. When the god attacked with thunder, the machine coughed forth a seed. When the beast drew it back in, the god knew it must be the core. The beast tried to seal away its core with an icy blast. Yeah. We didn't do very well at it, but we tried. In all these tales, there is no record of a decisive victor. Has no one emerged victorious? Or was the event simply not recorded? As darkness tries to cover all, forget not the warmth of purifying light. Prayer is power. Power is prayer. So yeah, I don't think I 100%ed the bestiary. I'm pretty sure I missed something, but I couldn't tell you what. And of course, here's our stray bead. If you got all of the stray beads, you would get the string of beads, which it ups your... We did not get every treasure. I wonder what... Let's see. We missed three, sir. I'm not sure what they are. And I don't know if we got all the, I think possibly they were... Yeah, we missed, several. Rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, horse? No, here's horse. What's between dragon and horse? I don't remember. Monkey, rooster, boar. I don't remember right now. Let's see. Well, we can also think of it as, okay, this is power slash, this is ice, this is lightning. Oh, we probably are missing a cat statue, I think. That's the moon, that's wind, that's... Oh, we're missing a phoenix statue. And the snake, I'd guess. Anyway. Fish tome, animal tome. We did 100% that, so... But we have to do it again, unfortunately. Anyway, so Yami is... The thing with Yami is that despite that thing about a noted, expert, gadgetry expert, that would be Gen. Right, because we got all the stray beads, except for that one. Saying that perhaps Yami is the source of all machines. Really, Okami isn't a hugely, nature versus machinery thing. Most of the pollution is kegare. It's not from humans or machinery causing pollution. It's from just evil demons. I mean, yes, Susanoo did a stupid thing. And that caused everything to come out, but that's not really a sense of, humans versus nature or nature versus machines or anything like that. Yami is just alien. So it probably is a bit of an eldritch abomination. God, that rat is cute. Anyway, yeah, okay. And that's a thing with Yami, because he's kind of again, I mentioned, well, loosely mentioned, kind of wincing at the picture of Susanoo and Kushi with the baby. Okami-den is... I will do it eventually, because it's a good game. Okay, this is what I wanted to do. Check this out. Yeah, Eighth Wonder kind of wrecks everybody's shit at this point in the game. The string of beads ups your attack power tenfold from, standard, which I'm not sure how high this is, but it sure isn't tenfold. Gives you infinite health and infinite ink. Basically, you will one-shot everything except for some bosses as you go through the game. It's, do you want to speedrun? Do you feel like being God? That's what the string of beads is for. And while I don't object to that kind of thing, I kind of feel sad that there isn't also some uber boss to use it on, because once you get the string of beads, you've already done the most difficult stuff in the game. After that, it's just time trials. So that's just a thing, a thought. Did I get the astral pouch? I didn't. But that really doesn't matter, because I think the astral pouch is around here somewhere. Oh, right. Okay. I do have all 4 of my astral pouches. Right. Anyway. So, I mean, at this point, there really isn't anything else to talk about. But, except I was talking about Okami-den. Okami-den sort of ignores that picture, and maybe, I don't know if that picture was in the original, or if it's something that got added. I don't know a lot about, the original PS2 release of the game. But Okami-den, it ignores a lot of things, and just gets certain things wrong from the way they were pretty much, just, pretty clearly set out in this game. It's a good game, but it definitely reads like a fanfic in that you can definitely tell it wasn't written by the original creators, and it definitely wasn't following whatever their intentions were. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, there are things about Okami-den I'm not thrilled with, but it is still a good game, and I do plan to Let's Play it eventually. On that note, with that said, oh god, Divine Intervention, so nice. So pretty. So so pretty. You didn't think I was going to gush about this again? Guess what? I'm gushing. Yeah, the village has been restored. Saki came through, really was protecting the village. Could have spent more time in her kimono, if you know what I mean. Isone. Right, skip that. I just wondered if it would make a difference if I went around it. Nope. Anyway, so with that, I'm going to leave this off here. And this is the actual end of the LP. So, thank you guys for joining me for Let's Play Okami HD. In the next episode, the next LP will hopefully be Link's Awakening, which, if everything goes well, I'm going to... That should start airing Monday, December 2nd. That's not what I need to do, yep. Okay, yeah, and then we go back up. So yes, Link's Awakening should, if all goes well with my practice and, you know, my life, Link's Awakening should start airing Monday, December 2nd. I'm hoping to have a good time with that. Oh, this is not actually... I can't actually skip Isune talking. This doesn't usually happen. I love listening to Ami bark. Okay. So anyway, thank you guys for joining me, and I will see you next time. Woohoo! That was good. So I will leave you with The Rising Sun. Thank you. Have a great day. Goodbye.